We'll revisit the stars of the film and update them as of 2021. So, grab your breakfast club then and now ticket, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and like and subscribe to the channel. Also, stay tuned till the end as we have a fun question relating to the characters in the film. Remember and let us know your answer. Enjoy the video. Emilio Estevez played Andrew Clark, a wrestler and stereotypical jock. He gets detention for pulling a prank on another student because he thought it would make him look cool. Estevez was originally cast for the part of John Bender. However, director Hughes was unable to find someone to play Andrew Clark, and Estevez was recast, along with co-stars Anthony Michael Hall, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, and Ali Sheedy. Estevez and co were part of the Brat Pack, a group of actors who frequently appeared together in teen coming-of-age films in the 1980s. Estevez also had starring roles in The Outsiders, Repo Man, The Mighty Ducks, Stakeout, and Young Guns, just to name a few. He also reprised his role as Coach Gordon Bombay in the 2021 Disney Plus TV series, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Estevez was born on May 12, 1962, in New York City, and is now 59 years of age. Paul Gleason played Richard Vernon, a strict disciplinarian and no-nonsense vice principal who does not take kindly to jokes or fooling around. He takes a particular dislike to Bender, giving him 2 months of detention for constantly insulting him. Gleason starred in many TV and film roles, including All My Children, Trading Places, Die Hard, and Van Wilder. He also played a parody of himself in Not Another Teen Movie. Gleason also appeared as a guest star in a season 6 episode of Friends called The One That Could Have Been, where he played the part of Jack, Phoebe's boss at an investment company. Gleason died on May 27, 2006 from a form of lung cancer connected to asbestos. He was 67 years of age. Ali Sheedy played Allison Reynolds, the basket case of The Breakfast Club. Reynolds ends up in detention through personal choice, saying she had nothing better to do with her time. Being a bit of an outcast, she initially doesn't speak that much, but by the end of the film she comes out of her shell. She is the only student in the film not to drop the F-bomb. Sheedy once again starred opposite her Breakfast Club co-stars Estevez and Hall in St. Elmo's Fire, and a 2003 episode of The Dead Zone. She won an Independent Spirit Award for Best Female Lead in the 1998 film High Art. Sheedy also had recurring roles in Hill Street Blues, Kyle XY, and Psych. She was born on June 13, 1962, in New York City, and is now 59 years of age. Anthony Michael Hall played Brian Johnson, the brains of The Breakfast Club, a nerdy bookworm who always puts in the hard work to get good grades. Johnson is part of the math club, business club, and physics club at school. He also had a fake ID, so he could vote despite being underage, and nobody really knows what he did to merit detention. Hall's meteoric rise to fame was attributed to director John Hughes, when Hughes cast him in starring roles in another 2 of his movies, 16 Candles and Weird Science. Wanting to avoid being typecast as playing a geeky, somewhat nerdy character, Hall turned down roles in 2 subsequent Hughes films, Pretty in Pink and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, as well as starring in film. Hall has played various recurring roles on TV, including The Dead Zone, Community, Psych, Murder in the First, The Blacklist, and most recently in the period sitcom, The Goldbergs. Hall was born on April 14, 1968, in Boston, and is now 53 years of age. John Capellos played Carl Reed, a spirited janitor who is completing his daily chores while the students are in for their Saturday detention. Carl has a love-hate relationship with his job, staff, and the students. Capellos has an extensive film, TV, and stage career. Hughes discovered him while he was a member of the resident company at Chicago's legendary Second City. Capellos also appeared in 2 other John Hughes films, 16 Candles and Weird Science. He has recently appeared in the superhero series, The Umbrella Academy, where he played Jack Ruby. Capellos is also a writer, composer, and musician, having released 2 CDs of his own music. He was born on March 8, 1956, in London, Ontario, and is now 65 years of age. Judd Nelson played John Bender, the criminal of The Breakfast Club, who comes across as a tough guy, showing no respect towards anyone or anything. Bender enjoys making the others feel uncomfortable, but as the film develops he goes on to show a softer side. When Nelson was auditioning for his role in The Breakfast Club, he was listening to Holidays in the Sun by the Sex Pistols on his Walkman. He decided to unplug the headphones and turn the volume up on the speakers. The casting director tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Can you turn that off?" Yes, he thought, "You're right. That probably shouldn't be on right now." Nelson got the part, and the rest is history. Nelson also played feature roles in St. Elmo's Fire, Billionaire Boys Club, New Jack City, Empire, Suddenly Susan, and The Transformers, to name a few. Nelson has also authored 4 books released on Kindle. He was born on November 28, 1959, in Portland, Maine, and is now 62 years of age. Molly Ringwald played Claire Standish, the Breakfast Club princess, a rich and popular girl at school who gets detention for skipping class to go shopping. Standish struggles with peer pressure and parental problems. Just like everyone else in the detention group, Ringwald was one of the most iconic faces of the 80s, with starring roles in several John Hughes coming-of-age films, including 16 Candles and the cult classic Pretty in Pink. During the 90s, it was reported Ringwald turned down the female lead roles in Pretty Woman and Ghost. Ringwald is also fluent in French and has appeared in several French movies. She is also an author, writing several national bestsellers. Now Ringwald has been discovered by a new generation of teens, with her role as Mary Andrews, the mom of Archie Andrews, on Riverdale. Ringwald was born on February 18, 1968, in Roseville, California, and is now 53 years of age. John Hughes played Brian's father. The writer, producer, and director of The Breakfast Club played this small cameo role in the film, where he picks Brian up in his car after detention. Hughes was one of the greatest ever filmmakers and mastermind behind some of the biggest blockbusters of the 1980s and 1990s, including National Lampoon's Vacation, plus Lampoon's European and Christmas Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, Dennis the Menace, Home Alone, and many others. Hughes directed 2 films that have been selected for the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, that being The Breakfast Club and 1986's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Hughes died of a heart attack on August 5, 2009. He was 59 years of age. So, which character from The Breakfast Club best characterized you as a student? Popular, a brainiac, an athlete, rebellious, introverted? Remember and let us know your answer by dropping a comment below. Thanks for watching.